Zambia Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show, to Zambia Blog Talk Radio. It is Saturday, November 27. So November's got 30 days. So there's basically 3 days before November ends. And we do appreciate you all for joining us wherever you are watching us from. Welcome to the show. Good afternoon, Zambia. Good evening, Western Pacific, and everybody else. My co-host here, who I'm very delighted to have with me, young, fresh, handsome, is about to take over the realms of the show very soon about to the job. Hi, Kasuluba.
Hi, Uncle Nathan. How are you?
Doing good. How's Lusaka today?
Lusaka is great. It's a bit chilly. Doesn't seem like it's going to rain today.
Mm-hmm.
How's Texas?
Texas is very cold. Also looks chilly as well, like you are saying on your side. And we are geared for a change of weather. So we have an exciting show today, Kasuluva. But before we do that, we're going to be talking about mining. And I was telling my colleague Roger that mining is one of those things that we fear, so to speak. It's like we leave it only for, we think only certain people should do it. But before we go into that subject, hi, Roger. Yeah, before we go into that subject.
Yeah, good morning. I'm always attentive doing other stuff. Yeah. In Alberta, Canada, it is nice and cold, -5 we have today.
Wow.
So the
people in
Osaka. Yeah. I see Kasuluba changing his face with -5. That is nothing, my friend. That is nothing. Yeah, that is nothing.
That is nothing, right?
Yeah.
What's the lowest it can drop to?
-32.
That's dangerous, right?
Yeah.
That's very, very dangerous. So Roger, Kasulu, and I have decided to come up with a new thing that we'll be doing. Before we introduce our guest here and get into the discussion, we are going to be doing what we call What's in the Headlines, okay? Before we get into the discussion, we're going to be doing what we'll be calling What's in the Headlines. So we'll just take a few minutes before we get into the nitty-gritty and details of our discussion today. So, Kasulova, what's in the headlines?
It's very interesting. Firstly, the issue of a possible sale of Indeni oil refineries. That's one of the heated topics we have, the heated issues. And also...
Sale of Indeni?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So there are rumors of the selling of Indeni oil refineries, which is a key player in the oil sector here in our country, and also the possible hike in electricity as well as just fuel prices. So these are one of the two issues that are bringing heat waves, or rather in the headlines.
Okay, that's interesting, and I know the what do you call it, the contention there is that Roger, I saw on one of the forums or platforms somebody said the president lied. He said during the campaign he promised that these things will not be increased, and you know how we are. So we just those of you that are joining us, I know there's always new people. I know our guest has brought a whole bunch of people and friends. There are a lot of people eager and excited to listen to this show. So those listening to us for the first time, those headlines, like we have raised the two issues, after this discussion, after an hour, we have what we call open forum, where we discuss and debate all sorts of things that are going on. So we might likely touch on those things depending on what our host, my good friend in Canada, would decide to do. Okay, let's get to business now. This morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you're watching us from, please tag your friends. Our Facebook link on is Zambia Blog Talk Radio. We are also on YouTube, ZBTR TV, for those that are not on Facebook. So just go to YouTube, Mweva Tina Facebook, and you can watch us from there. So invite friends. Yeah, that's why I'm smiling when I say those of you who have Tina Facebook. You know, I have Pentecostal friends who think Facebook is a demonic platform. So that's a topic for another day. Okay, today we are speaking to women with big ideas, women with the investment type of thinking. These are women who don't want to be intimidated, Roger, and they believe that some of these things are not left for men alone. Our guest today is Honorable Mrs. Grace NJAPAU EFRATI. She is the president of Association of Zambian Women in Mining. We are honored to have her on the show today to discuss wide-ranging issues to do with the mining sector. Grace, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Let me correct the last name. The last name is EFRATI.
EFRATI.
Yeah, it's a Jewish name.
Oh, okay. Now you are even EFRATI. More dangerous.
Yeah.
Excellent.
My father's
Welcome.
name is, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pastor Cam.
How is Lusaka today?
Lusaka, we have a sunshine. We are doing fine. And I think the past 2 days we had some rains.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think now we are.
Okay. No, we can't have this right at the beginning of the show. Okay. What do we need to do here? What does she need to do?
Ready for mining. We are ready also for agriculture.
Excellent. Excellent. Let's begin by me asking this question. Please, you know, when we do this, a lot of times we'd like to know about our guests, their background, who they are, what they do. So if I said, who is Grace NJAPAU EFRATI, how would you respond to that?
Grace NJAPAU EFRATI is a Zambian woman born in Northwestern Province, Chavuma Mission Hospital. I have got children, I have got grandchildren. I'm a business lady, and I have been in politics also when I was only 21 years old.
Wow.
And I've risen to positions in MMD, Movement for Multi-Party Democracy, as a national trustee, you know, competing with President late Lupando, and competing also with President Rupia Banda at trustee level. And fortunately, we all won twice as a national trustee of this country. And from there, I was nominated. Actually, I have worked. I have been in the working with the 3 presidents: President Frederick Chiluba, President Mwanawasa, and partly President Rupia Banda.
Okay.
And I was nominated as a member of parliament. My constituency was the whole country, Zambia. You know, when you are nominated by the president.
That's a good one.
And from there, I was appointed as a deputy minister in the Ministry of Home Affairs. And now Grace NJAPAU sits in so many boards, both international and local.
Okay.
And I sit also in one of the committees at United Nations. For petition. And so I'm the national coordinator for Zambia Morocco Friendship Association.
Okay.
And I'm also a member of Zambia Israel Friendship Association. I'm also I'm in a committee of Stop TB in a steering committee. I'm the president of Association of Zambian Women in Mining, elected on 16th of April, 2021.
Okay.
The list is just, I don't know. So I'm
it's endless.
Yeah. Here and there.
See,
otherwise,
let's speak on your last responsibility. That's the subject of discussion today. So, what prompted? Where does your interest in mining do? Where does it start from? How did you get into the mining sector as an individual before we talk about the Women Association in Mining?
Actually, I just my background. Let me just finish my background.
Okay.
Hear me?
Yes, we can.
Can you are breaking
up. You are breaking up here and there, but we can hear you now.
It's network. It should be network. Yeah, I think it's network.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I was saying my education background is also, I have a BA in Peace, Conflict and Resolutions with Cambridge International. I have also a diploma in advocacy. I have also a diploma in tourism. I think the list goes because I can make it about 5 pages. So let me stop there. Coming to what prompted me to join Women in Mining. I think what prompted me is I started, trading in gemstones.
Okay.
Going to China, going to United States, going to United Kingdom, going to Egypt, going to Canada, going to Germany, going to Tunis, all these countries. We used to take a gemstone in jewelry, as you can see. So then from there I said, why should I be a trader? Why can't I own a mine so that I become a miner? Because actually the concept is that the mining sector is only for men. But I said, why? I mean, men, they've got 5 senses, and we have also 5 senses. Where is it written that mining is only for men? So I just said, no, I have to become a miner. But before that, Zambia Association of Zambian Women in Mining was formed in 30th of May 1997. We had the first president, NJAPAU, and we had the second president, Mary Pandey Luvemba, and I'm the third president now. So that is the thing that prompted me to become one of the women in mining sector. And I led from 1 or 2 women that have got mines like Mary Luvemba, Ronica Mkwala, who is in emerald mining. Mary, she's in amethyst. Sherry, she's in Aquaman. So I said, why should I continue buying from them? Why can't I also go into mining? So that is what made me. Actually, my jealous was that a positive jealous to say, no, if one can do it, can become a miner, why can't I do it as well? So I started, the interest just to grow higher and higher in mining. And right now, I have got actually 4 exploration we are doing with other partners from other countries in Mwinilunga and also in Lusaka province in Chongwe, Rufunza. So answering your question, this is one of the things that prompted me to become a miner.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I'll ask one more question before my co-host here comes in.
Yes.
Association of Zambian Women in Mining. Of course, you've already mentioned it was formed in 1997. What is it about? What's the main objective?
The main objective is that women businesses.
Okay, network.
Yeah, looks like in Lusaka. Internet in Lusaka today.
It's a problem.
Yeah, sorry, I was closing the I was closing the thing. The sun is just hitting me. What is in women in mining is that women companies come together.
Okay.
And it's a business. It is a business. So those companies, when they came together from the beginning, they said, why can't we form Association of Zambian Women in Mining? Actually, NJOCC encouraged us, you guys, why can't you form Association of Zambian Women in Mining? Why are you just letting it to main? So from that, we just said, oh yes, thank you so much for reminding us that we can form, we can be miners. And the members who are in Association of Zambian Women in Mining, most of them, they are miners and some they're traders. Okay. So those who are trading, they buy gemstone from those who are mining, amethyst, aquamarine, and also emeralds. And those who are mining like gold and other things. So it's a combination of women who are in mining.
Okay.
Interesting. From the presentation that has been given, Honorable, how has it been being a female in an industry that's predominated by the men? Have you faced challenges? How has it been?
Did you hear the question?
I think I think the network somewhere should be your side. Anyway,
okay.
Whether dominant or not dominant, I think we have the drive, we have the zeal, we have the power to ourselves to do certain things which men think women cannot do. And I think it's not something to do with dominance, men, because in my case, mind you, I was in Home Affairs, and Home Affairs is mostly men, and I was in charge of immigration. I was in charge of prisons. I was in charge of administration. I was in charge of registrar of societies and also prisons. So I was working mainly with women, and my minister was a man, Honorable Shikapwasha. So I don't feel it when among men, I don't feel the difference. I cannot be intimidated because I know my right.
Interesting. Well said. I ask this because there are certain sectors where let's say certain ladies in themselves, they will fear to say, you know what, I can't go in this because it's dominated by men, or there are these challenges and there are all that. But then there you are doing it big and also running this association, which shows to say there's actually more room for more ladies to come through. But then now, generally, how much room is there in the mining sector? So whether male or female, how much are there so many opportunities
Yes,
to be
they are.
exploited by
Like,
Zambians? If so,
yes, for us mostly, we are all Zambians, and opportunities are there. You know, the only thing, the thing that I can say, the government is actually, the government is encouraging more women, more youth to be in the mining sector, and it is business. You must know why you are going into a sector. It is business. It's not something that you just want to go there and sit and call yourself a woman in mining. No, 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 no. It is a business, and mining is a business. So all those who engage themselves in mining, they're in business. And for us, the benefits are many. On that, some of our women, they are using pick and shovel, which is very, very unfortunate. We are supposed to be using excavators. We are supposed to be using dump trucks. We are supposed to be using jackhammers, but we are still using pick and shovel, which is very, very unfortunate. But I think the way we are discussing like this, and also the government is encouraging us and seeing to it that women are empowered. So I think those are some of the benefits. Yes, I know in the past we are not, we are not doing well. But coming of the new president, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, who said he wants to see more Zambians, more women, more youth on mines, and let the foreigners come and partner with us. I think that is the right thing, in the right direction. So we are up to the task.
okay. Let me ask another question before I allow Miss Uncle Nathan to come through. Lest I steal the show. I'm thinking, so I need to own this a Lumwana-sized mine or Kansanshi or whatsoever. Then I'm looking at how challenging or how daunting a task is. What may you kindly maybe break down mining and what portions of mining individuals might venture into, as opposed to just thinking of going into this elephant, this mammoth huge line of business?
That's right.
Kindly, can you just repeat your question, please?
Okay, so when I think of mining, I think of acquiring maybe a company as big as all these big mines in Northwestern or anywhere else where there are mines. And then I'm looking at how almost impossible it is, because that's very expensive. We're looking at dollars.
Okay, you're having issues with Kasulova. I think the question is asking, Honorable, is when we think mining.
Yes, I have gotten it.
Yes.
I've gotten it. Indeed.
Okay, you can respond. Yeah, go ahead, Honorable. Honorable, respond to the question. You can go ahead.
Yeah, yes, it is true. Mining is really, really something which is you cannot you cannot imagine. Yes, you need money to go into mining. I have just mentioned to say, you know, our women, we are using pick and shovel and a hammer, which is very, very difficult for us. Okay, and looking at us, we cannot compare ourselves to Lumwana, to Kasaj, to First Quantum case. No, we can't, because we don't have that capacity. But we have the wisdom, we have the knowledge. We can do it if only we can partner with other people who are interested to partner with us as the Association of Zambian Women in Mining, because mining is really, really exploration alone. You need to have something like $100,000. You know, you do the code drilling, it needs money. Mapping, it needs money. Zema, you need to pay money. Mine safety, you have to pay money. Getting the license itself, you have to pay money. So it is quite it is quite difficult sector. But as women, we have said whether it is difficult or not, whether we have the billions of dollars or we don't have, God has given us this wealth. And we cannot wait. If we don't have excavator, if we don't have a dump truck, we don't have a hammer, jackhammer, we don't have all those things, still we can use our pick and shovel. What we don't want is just to sit folding our hands, say, no, now because we don't have a pick and shovel, we cannot do anything until when we have the excavator or we have a jackhammer. No, we are doing something in a very difficult situation, condition, but the life goes on. You know, most of our women in rural areas who are doing panning, it is hand to mouth, and they cannot sit when there's some gold somewhere there in the river and say, no, because we don't have that big machine to remove the sand, we cannot do that. We have to work. And I know today we are now discussing these things on the TV, on this forum. I think other people are listening, that women, they are stuck because they don't have ABCD. But given the support, I think women can do better. And it is really, really interesting to note that even the women who are mining, like in Lufanyama, one of our members who is doing emeralds, we do hire this machinery, but they are very expensive to hire. Just 1 hour, you find they're charging you 5,000 kwacha per hour. So if you do hours, that is 5,000 kwacha. So it is becoming really, really expensive for us. But if we can have people out there who can say, okay, please, can you give us your roadmap? What is your plan? What are you thinking? I'll tell them to say our plan is, we have the action plan up to 2023. What should we do in 2023? What should women achieve in 2023? What help can we get from those who want to help us, or from those who want to partner with us? I think we can do better. But to come into your question again, mining is for men, not for girls and boys.
That's a good one. Well, a whole lot of information shared there. Could you highlight for us and help us understand the various minerals that are being mined that are there in Zambia? Because I don't think, because you've already been mentioning some of them, and I'm saying to myself, oh, okay, so we have that, we have that. So what are some of these minerals that are being mined out there?
The minerals that are being mined right now, amethyst, it is being mined. Aqua, which we call blue sky, it is being mined. Emerald is being mined, and gold. People now, they are on exploration. So very soon, those who are doing exploration, who have managed, by God's grace, next year they will start, mining, and they also apply for the mining rights because they are on the exploration level. So these are some of the stones that we are mining. If you go to Lopra province, women are mining manganese. So we have also members who are doing manganese. Going to Northwestern province, it's a mixture. Some they are doing quarry. We have got our members who are in quarry, doing mining quarry and supplying to mines. And we have also some of our members who are mining sand. We are doing all those things, but those are the ones that we are mining right now.
Okay. Earlier in our discussion,
and also copper.
Oh, there are people doing copper?
Yes, the copper ore. The copper ore, not refined, but we are doing also copper ore.
Okay.
Yes.
Earlier in our discussion, you used two terms, trading and mining. So there are people who are doing the actual mining, and there are people who are buying the mined mineral actual product. Explain the two categories that are involved in this process, the trading and the mining aspect of it.
Yes, we have two groups. We have one group who are doing mining. We have one group who are now on exploration level, especially those who are doing gold. We have third group who are traders, who buy the stones, add value to the stones, make a jewelry and sell it.
Okay. Now, that's interesting. Because people need to understand all these levels and stages. And so if I want to get involved in this big process or this whole picture of mining, what do I need to understand? What is your advice? Where do I begin from?
Thank you for that question. What you need to do is you have to go to Ministry of Mines, Cadastre, to apply for a mining license. And you can go to the area where you think in this area it is positive. There are some compost of minerals. Okay. Then you engage somebody who can help you to do the coordinates. Once you have your coordinates, you go to Cadastre to say, here are my coordinates. Please, I want to, can you check this area if there is nobody on that place? Once they check in their database and see that that area it has no owner, then they will try to say, oh, here is a form. You fill the form. Okay. And the form is 900 kwacha. Once you apply, they'll ask you, can you attach your certificate of the company? Can you attach the tax clearance from ZRA? Can you attach the directors of the company? Can you attach the NRCs of your directors in the company? And I think those are the things that they will ask. Once you fill in the form, you attach all those, and also article of association. You attach it to your application, then you give it to, you deposit it to a Cadastre, you pay, they will give you the receipt. Then you now wait, because they do sit every month. Once they sit, they approve your application. it automatically comes in your email because you give them your email address. They'll say, okay, we hear you. Yeah, your application has been accepted or your application has not been accepted. So those are the things that one can do.
Excellent.
For you to get a mining, yeah, a mining license or exploration license. And if you want to apply for the medium and big mining license, you have to also fill in the same way, but it's that one now you have to pay 4,600. So the process is almost the same.
Okay.
Now, coming to the trading also, our members, they have to have a trading permit from Ministry of Mines. Without that, you cannot trade. Then you are doing illegal things. So you apply for trading permit from Ministry of Mines,
Yes.
14th floor. They'll give it to you. You pay 2,500 for that permit for almost 2 years or 3 years. Then you start now, buying stones and selling. So those are the areas that one has to do, because without that you cannot mine. So the process is you have to go to the area, identify the area, somebody to help you to get the coordinates. Then you go to cadastre, you'll be given a form. They look at all your documents. If they are okay, now you submit, you pay the 900. Then you just wait for them to say your application has been approved or not.
Important information. That's why we are doing this, so that people understand how to get engaged, how to get involved in this. You can see our Canadian friends have joined us, I'm sure.
Oh, I've been here.
I know. Yes, go ahead, my friend. Okay, you want to ask a question, Kasuluva, and then Roger will come in.
Yes. Sorry, before Uncle Roger, I am interested in one part, Honorable. You've made mention to say identification is before the whole registration process. Does that identification also come with a cost? Are you going to, let's say, am I going to hire individuals that are going to be able to help to say, okay, this area seems to have minerals, this area doesn't have, because I'm looking at it in this way, where I go ahead with the entire registration process. Then after that, I discover to say, actually, there are no minerals. When we have done all the coordinates and all that, what happens?
Gold and silver belongs to God. And what is underneath, no one knows. So those are the things you have to bear in mind. You have your area. Okay, let me give you my example. I come from Northwestern Province. Then I know where I come from, Chavuma. Then I say, no, at this place, I want to check if there is something. Okay? Then I say, okay, by me getting the coordinates from here, I have to either use your GPS. You can use also your GPS, or if you don't know how to use it with your GPS, you can find somebody who can help you to get the coordinates. So the question whether they are minerals or not, I cannot answer it, because gold and silver belongs to God, and what is underneath, no one knows. You might find there are too many snakes on that. So instead of stones, you find a lot of crocodiles. So that I cannot say. But when you are getting a license, they give exploration license. Exploration license means you go in that field with a geologist. They will help you to see, here there are veins, I think there is this, and here also there is this. Then you get the samples. And the samples from 200 meters, you get samples. You go to another area, you get samples. Then you bring those samples to geological survey. Now to do what? To examine your samples. Then they will say, okay, here at that area, there is a lot of iron. or at that area there is copper, or at that area there is gold, or at that area there is cobalt. So now they will tell, because you have already gotten the samples. That is the meaning of exploration. When you know exactly what is there, you come back to the means of mines to say, okay, I have done my exploration, I have found there are this kind of minerals. Now I want to apply for a mining right. That is how it goes. You start from applying, you go to from exploration, then when you find that something is there, you now go to the means of mine to say, okay, I have done my exploration. Now I have seen that there is copper, or there is cobalt, or there is gold. Can I have now the mining rights? So those are the things that one has to do.
Okay.
But if there is nothing on that land, then there is nothing that you can do. You have to go and find another place.
Okay.
But if there is something, actually Zambia, every place it has minerals. There is no land in Zambia that doesn't have minerals. Wherever, even where I'm seated here in my house, I think underneath there must be minerals. So the whole country, it is covered with minerals.
Yeah. At least the most important thing is, even when you find that there are no minerals, you would have already registered. You already have done the process.
Yes.
So the next would you go and explore in a different area. Yeah. Which is
so the exploration license can work in anywhere in the country, right? It's not restricted to a particular area.
No, it is restricted for the particular area. You cannot have exploration license, and you are given the exploration license from Northwestern Province, then you go to Northern Province. It doesn't work like that. No.
I'm glad I asked that question, because I thought if they give you a license for Mufulira, you can go to Mwinilunga and do the exploration as well.
No, you have to apply.
All right.
You have to apply for that area.
Okay, Roger.
Honorable NJAPAU, welcome. I don't know if Nathan remembers, if you are related to him. He was a council secretary for Kasempa, town clerk in Japan. I don't know if you are related. Two questions, Honorable. Number one, on this show, we have discussed extensively the contribution copper makes to our country. Our analysis shows that it only makes about 10 to 15% contribution at the end of the day. What should we do to increase that percentage, even to 20%? If we can get to 30, Honorable NJAPAU, there will be no child in Zambia who can't go to school. There will be medicine in the hospital. What should we do to increase copper's contribution to our economy? That's number one. Number two, last question. Give us an update on Kasenseri gold mine in Mwinilunga since the government has changed. What is happening there with ownership and everything? Can we see the women, like you have said, owning part of Kasenseri? Even more, the owners of that area are the people of Mwinilunga as a cooperative, owning part of that gold mine. Thank you, Honor.
Thank you so much. What contribution, what can we do to increase our copper? I think what we should do ourselves as Zambians is we need to have a processing plant to ourselves. We should not depend on our foreign investors, because once they do that, the copper is now, you find it in South Africa, it goes to other countries. So what we need to do as ourselves, let's try to have refinery plants, whether small or big. Let's try to do that, so that once we do that, we'll put more, the value of our copper will be higher than it is today, because we are giving out the our raw material. Why can't we ourselves do the sell the finished products? I think that is where the problem is. But if Zambians ourselves, each one of us can pay 100 kwacha or a 50 kwacha, and we are 17 million, I think we can do something. We can have a plant either in Northwestern, in Northern Province, in Central Province, or in Copper Belt. Then all these things which are happening, it won't happen. But you know, the power, it is in foreign investors, not in Zambians. Coming to Kaseseli, Kaseseli, it was discovered by locals, the people of Mwinlunga in Chief Chibuika. But as usual, things didn't move. No, it came disappointing to all of us. Why? Because we didn't put things straight. People were allowed, especially from West Africa, they now invaded the area, you know. And also the past government, instead of encouraging the locals to do something better, they now blocked them and brought a lot of police and soldiers to go and gun us and beating the locals. The owners who discovered that gold, because it was a teacher with the young children who were playing with gold. So they discovered that deposit. But now, where are we? Other people came in, and you know the story, you know it, you know, all of us, we know it. Now, the present government, through the Minister of Mines, Honorable Msukwa, they have suspended any activities in Kaseseli. So they are trying to see how best they can do it as government, because that will give us the needed dollars or whatever we are looking for. So the government has taken it upon themselves to say, no, we need to sit down and plan and see who will run Kaseseli mines. So right now it has been suspended. Actually, personally, I had a meeting with the Honorable Minister. Jokingly, I was saying, please, can you give Kaseseli to Association of Zambian Women in Mining? Because we can find partners that we can work with. And he was telling me, Honorable, we'll look into it because this is a national issue. So I don't know. We are all waiting, but I have been talking about it to the minister. Please, can we be part of Kaseseli? And you know, when you put women, they are very aggressive, and they do the right thing. Yeah, they do the right things. So we are talking.
Can you very quickly, Honorable, can you add on our diaspora cooperative to people who can be part of Kaseseli?
In fact, this is the thing that today we are discussing on this forum. I'm encouraging my brothers and sisters in diaspora to look back where they have come from. They can be there, but let's put our heads together. Let's work together. And it will be very important for us as people to come up with plans how we are going to work together. I'll be very pleased, very happy to see our sisters in diaspora being members of Association of Zambian Women in Mining. This is our country, guys. And you know, there is no better home than your home. We can be in Europe, we can be wherever we are, but home is home. Let us think about it. Let us come together. Let us be part of this noble cause of belonging to Association of Zambian Women in Mining. And the government actually is supporting us. Government is really supporting us. And we have also the Ministry of SMEs and, you know, That is the ministry that we can also be talking to. We have also the Ministry of Green Energy. So these are the things that you people who are in diaspora, look back and let's talk. Let's find a common ground. How can we work together? What is the way forward? I think it will be very important. Being in diaspora is not a sin, because I mean, we have to look after our families, but whatever we have accumulated there, please, can you bring it back to Zambia? Let's build our Zambia for our generation and generations to come.
Oh, thank you very much. We'll be definitely inviting you to come and address our cooperative in the next few weeks. I think they'll be interested to hear from you.
Yeah, you are welcome. I'm there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you for those questions. And it's important, especially the issue, Roger, that you've raised about diaspora cooperatives getting engaged in this, and a lot of information has been shared here. Kasula, I don't know that you had one more questions for Honorable EFRATI before we conclude our discussion. And those that are joining us online, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your questions, most of which he has addressed. And we hope that this discussion has helped open our minds, our understanding about what it takes to get into the mining sector. One of the things that you have addressed, Honorable, here is the issue of equipment. What sort of equipment are we talking about here? Somebody might not really be interested in getting involved in the actual mining process or trading or exploration aspect of it. They'll say, I think I can provide equipment. What type of equipment are we looking for here?
Thank you so much, Pastor. The equipment that we are looking for, one, we are looking for excavators. We have got 10 provinces, and these 10 provinces, we have all our members, we have coordinators in the 10 provinces of this country. And they are in this country, in these provinces, we have got women who are mining. So we have a challenge with the equipment. Excavator is one of them. The dump truck is one of them. The jackhammer is one of them. You know, there are a lot of things, in small things that can be used at a mine. So these are the challenges that we are facing, because women, they are using hammer and pick and hammer. And you cannot hit a rock with a pick and a hammer. You need a jackhammer. You need a excavator for you to bring down the big stones. You need a dump truck where you can load the stones and go and heap them for you to start working on that, which we call lynching now. When you remove your things, you take them, you heap them somewhere, then that is the lynch that you are going to work on, where you can find a lot of minerals. So those are some of the things that we are looking at. We are also looking at loaders. How can we, after the excavator, how can we load in the dump truck? We need also the loaders. So there are a lot of things that we are looking at. But mostly and most important are the 4 things that I have mentioned. If women in mining, we can have 10 excavators in each country. We have 1 excavator, we have a dump truck, we have a loader, we have the jackhammer. I think, I'm telling you, when Pastor, you want to come to Zambia, we'll put you in the Pamosi Hotel, where we are going to launch you. Because by doing that, we have money. But with this kind of mining, ham and pick and whatever, it is not helping us. That's why we have not, we are still crawling. We need to walk now. And we can only work with people who are interested to help the women in mining sector.
Excellent. Wow. A lot of investment opportunities and partnerships right there. Kasura, you have a final question for our guest?
Maybe just not really a question, but what word? This one will be exclusive to the women because our guest is championing the participation of women in mining. What word do you have, Honorable, for the women out there to get involved in the mining sector?
Thank you. Our offices at Geological Survey, room 58. Let those who want to come on board, we are there from Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Our secretary and the information and publicity, they are always there. And let us work together. Let us come on board. You know, we have been paying 320 kwacha as a membership fee, but we are trying to, to address that. Next year it will be 550 to be a member, because I think 300, there are a lot of things which are needed to be done, typing, letters, going there, going here. So by next year it will be 520. 550, that is membership. So all those who want to come and be with us, please, you are welcome. Association of Zambian Women in Mining is for women, not for a woman, but for women. So those women who feel they want to come on board, why not? Why not? You come on board.
Yeah.
Let's be partners. Let's work together as women. The people who makes women not work together are men. You see, men, they always want to confuse us, but we are saying no to that. Those are past things. So let women come on board. Actually, we work also with men. We have our men in Association of Zambian Women in Mining. Some, they are our consultants. Some, they have affiliated to us from their cooperatives. So we have men. The only thing that they can do when it comes to voting, they don't vote. But we have also men in our association, because we need expertise. We need those who can do the consultants. We need those who can do the business plans. Those who can do there are a lot of things that you also men help us. So when I say women, yes, it is a women organization, but we work also with men. So all those men who want to work with us in the other areas, please, you are welcome. You can contact me. You can contact us on our email address that I'm going to give. I think the pastor has. You can give it to anybody. To get in touch with us. We have an open door. Our policy at the Association of Zambian Women in Mining is we have created the open policy that everybody has to be involved. It should not be only me. The vice president is there. If I'm not there, the vice president can take it up. If the vice president is not there, the secretary, the treasurer, the IPS. So we are working as a team. We have also our consultant, Mrs. Caro Nawina. So we are working as a team. It should not only be the president. No. Because I will not be there one day. How would the other people learn? So we have the open policy that everybody can get in touch with us and we will discuss. But the most important thing is to be proactive. Let's not say because no, it is a women organization, then they are not going to do anything. By the time that we realize, we shall leave you behind.
As far as I'm concerned, you just opened our eyes about another avenue for investment opportunity. And that was exactly the purpose of this discussion. So everybody, in our forums, the ZBTR family, this is going to be our discussion, what we have learned from this, from our discussion here with Honorable NJAPAU. We do thank you for taking the time to be with us. I knew that this was going to be amazing. I knew it. Vashmine, I knew it.
Very powerful.
Very powerful.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful weekend, Honorable EFRATI. We do appreciate you. That's our email address I've put up there. You can get in touch, go back, watch the show again. Next week, we are going to try and evaluate 100 days of UPND in power. We are looking at hosting Vice President, Finance Minister, whoever will be available. Everybody, don't go away. Coming up is Open Forum. Thank you.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so grateful that at least we have spoken, and I think people have taken one or two things.
Yes.
In there where you are, we have Elizabeth Sichinga, who is our coordinator there to coordinate between us and Zambians in diaspora. So please get
Zambia Blog Talk Radio.
I think she was still talking. Someone started the thing.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Did you finish your statement, ma'am?
Yeah, what I was saying is that we have Elizabeth Sichinga there, who is our coordinator now for Association of Zambian Women in Mining in Diaspora. And please, anyone can get in touch with her, because she's our bridge between there and us. And she's very, very active. Please, you can get in touch with her for anything that you want to find out about mining. And also, we have the pastor here that we have been talking, actually. We've been sending messages to each other, discussing about what is going on. And we really appreciate that. We need to be supported, and we need to work together.
Excellent.
Any contribution, anything that can be contributed to Association of Zambian Women in Mining, we will really appreciate. We have some challenges because we don't have machinery that can make us grow. We are still crawling. We are not yet walking. So my appeal here is that those who are willing to come on board, please, you can get in touch with Elizabeth Sichinga, or you can get in touch with me here, or you can get in touch with Pastor there, and we'll see how best we can help one another. And those who want to join the Association of Zambian Women in Mining, please feel free. I will tell the IPS to send forms to Elizabeth. For those who want to be members, then Elizabeth can take it up.
Excellent. Thank you. Everybody, let's log back in and join Open Forum.
Zambia Blog Talk Radio.